Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have my June Ipsy box. I've caught up now, so I know that I definitely have June. Even if it doesn't say June on it, I know that I have June, which is wonderful. And my confirmation comes right away where it says Ipsy Boxycharm, June 2025. Save the date, build your July box July 1st through 3rd, which is right before 4th of July, so some people might not be, right by their computers. I forget to build my box, so I have no idea what's in here. I'm a busy person, and we're lucky that I'm actually even opening this in June. So it is what it is. Let's start. I don't even know where to start. Let's start with e.l.f. I've actually never seen e.l.f. in here before. So e.l.f. products are typically like a budget brand, and this is in 6 Light Cool, which does not sound like me. So right away we have a color that I'm pretty sure would not work for me. I would say I'm a medium neutral in the winter. Sometimes I can be light if I'm like really hidden from the sun, but I live in Southern California, so that's not real. That does not happen. I see the sun all the time. Or if it's like summer and I've just been vacationing and tanning and being on the beach the entire time, then I can get into tan. I usually am still neutral because I have both pink and yellow tones in my skin tone, so I usually go for neutral anyways, but light cool would still work. For neutral skin tones, technically you could also wear cool and you can also wear warm without it really being too noticeable, but you would look better in neutral. So let's try it out. I have a feeling that it's a no, but yeah, it's pretty light. Even next to my face, it's pretty light. My face doesn't tan as much as my body because I like to wear hats and I like to have more sunscreen and sun coverage on my face, but I still feel like that would be too light for my face as well. And right now, even like probably the ring light is making my face look maybe a little bit lighter than it even looks like IRL in 3D. Probably not for me. Luckily, I have a gorgeous friend that I am visiting this weekend, and she is 100% light cool toned, so I'm gonna give this to her. And this has SPF in it, mineral SPF, which is great, of 50. So let's actually look that up, what that ingredient is. So zinc oxide here at 12%. You want around 10%, so 12% is great. It's more than 10%. That's also going to leave kind of a white cast, so for some of the deep tan or rich tones, I'd be curious to see if that comes up with a white cast or if they have enough color to cover that. e.l.f. actually has really great products for being a budget brand. They do a really good job. This says 8 flexible shades, 6 shade families, and 3 undertones in each. Helps prevent sunburn if used as directed with other sun protection. Applied generously every 15 minutes. What? Oh, and evenly, not every. Wow. It's late. Okay, so apply generously and evenly. 15 minutes before sun exposure, reapply after 80 minutes. That makes more sense. There is some silicone in here. So because of those silicones, that wouldn't really be a product for me either. I have oily skin, acne prone skin. If I use things that are occlusives, I trap some of my own oil in my skin. If you have dry skin, probably doesn't matter as much. Feel like you get acne really easily. Try to look at all your products and see if they have silicones or waxes or any of those like occlusive products that sit on top of your skin. And I guarantee if you take them out, even if you don't get rid of all of your acne, it does make a huge difference. It made a huge difference for me, and it's made a huge difference for other people that I recommended it to. It's just your skin type. There's nothing like inherently bad about silicone. It doesn't cause acne. It doesn't work for certain skin types. This also has niacinamide, which is really good for kind of anti-aging and giving you like glowy skin. The first product, e.l.f., is also cruelty-free, so it's a win there. It's Sleeping Bunny certified, so the entire supply chain is involved. It's recognized internationally. It's like the signature cruelty-free. Next I have something from Sasha, which is, I think, a hair company. I've used something in my hair before. I don't know if they're only a hair company. And this says it is Ocean Mist Texturizing Hair Cream. It's perfect for summer. Beachy waves. And this is also a cruelty-free brand, or at least it was the last time I checked it. If it isn't, I'll let you know right now. A styling cream enriched with nourishing and remineralizing algae. Algae is great for your hair. And ocean silk technology that provides soft textured volume to the hair, perfect creating a look and feel that your hair gets after a day at the beach, while providing strength and flexibility. It says you can apply to dry or damp hair. Actually, we like to smell things here. You know, I can't really get what the scent is. It's refreshing. We shall put this in our hair because we already have it out, but there's like, it's kind of like an ocean scent, to be honest. Like, it's kind of like a beachy perfume though. Yeah. We'll see if that does anything. I do have I haven't straightened my hair. Well, I've blow dried my hair straight, but I haven't straightened it with a straightener, so I do have still some texture to it. So far, despite the fact that this is not my shade for e.l.f., I'm still happy with the types of products I've received. Next is Danessa Myricks, or Myricks. Danessa Myricks, I believe, Beauty. This is Yummy Skin Lift and Flex Concealer for eyes and face. Lift, smooth, and correct. And this is a cruelty-free brand as well. I don't know exactly what it means by eye corrector, like if it's doing something with skincare, but it's also a concealer, so maybe it means that. This also looks way too light for me though. We will put it on our hand because I don't want to look like a weirdo on the rest of my... Actually, no, this comes out... Okay, the shininess of it being in the bottle makes it look lighter than it actually appears in my hand. This is a 6 neutral. Neutral does work for me. So, yeah, I actually feel like I could put that under my eye. It's brightening, so it's a little brighter than my skin tone, but I actually, that was very seamless. At least on camera, I have this viewfinder that's this big, and it does not, I later see things like if I do lipstick or if I do something on this camera, eyeshadow or something. Sometimes I can do a pretty good job without a mirror, but other times I'm like, oh, I didn't see that. I didn't catch that, and I'm catching it during editing, which is kind of embarrassing, but it is what it is. This is part of it, right? I'm not perfect, and I would hope you guys didn't think that I was. So if I make mistakes on my makeup, it is what it is. This next product is Dew of the Gods, and this is the H2O Heaven Water and Blue Spirulina Daily Gel Moisturizer. I did say this was cruelty-free, right? If I didn't, it is. So far, we think it's all cruelty-free. I have actually been to their website before for something different. So if I find any information about cruelty-free status or not, I will put it up on screen right now. I'm not saying this brand isn't. I'm just saying that whenever I see that, this is such a weird... I did not open this right. I was like, this is a weird dropper. There must be another way to open this. Embarrassing. Okay. Whoops. Okay. This is nice. It feels really it was like a jelly, but it feels just thicker, slightly thicker than water while it's going through, and it absorbs so good. It has a real mild scent, but nothing crazy. And it says this is distributed by Do Beauty in Canada. Water, glycerin. Glycerin's very moisturizing. What else is there? Something interesting on here. Is everything soluble collagen? Oh, that's pretty interesting. That's going to moisturize for sure. Fragrance is really high up. It's like the 5th ingredient. There's not much fragrance on it for that being so high up. Synthetic wax, so that is going to be an occlusive as well, so I would not put this on my face. Again, that is just my skin type. I have an oily, acne-prone skin type. If I put something on my face that's going to... Occlusives are called that because they sit on top of your skin and they help you keep moisture in, but they also help you keep oil in and all the gross things your skin produces. So when that is the case, you can be kind of giving your acne an incubator if you already make acne very easily. If you already have those oils and you get that buildup of oil very easily and whiteheads or things like that, you're giving it a little incubator to do that by putting something over your face like that. It does also have another collagen in there. So the soluble collagen was up higher, and then it has regular collagen. Collagen isn't going to penetrate your skin and rebuild your collagen. That's not really how collagen works. It's too big of a molecular weight, but it's going to moisturize. It still has a lot of moisturizing benefits, which can also have anti-aging benefits as well. What else? Spirulina extract, hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid, which is chopped up hyaluronic acid and it's chopped up with water. So the molecular weight of hyaluronic acid is also too big, so it sits on top of your skin and it moisturizes, just like collagen. It moisturizes your outside of your skin, but it's not really going to penetrate your skin. This hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid is chopped up small with water so that it can penetrate your skin and moisturize from within. It is almost 4th of July and my neighbors do not respect that there's no fireworks in Southern California. So if you're hearing fireworks, it's because people are just celebrating early, I guess. I don't know. Meadow foam seed oil, glucose, Centella asiatica extract. Love that. It started K-Beauty, now I feel like it's everywhere, but it's known as Cica, or on the ingredients list it's going to say Centella asiatica, and it's a really calming, reduces redness, honestly like powerhouse ingredient. Camellia sinensis leaf extract, that's kind of like a green tea extract, so caffeine there. Rosemary leaf extract, there's polypeptide, there's some really great stuff in here. Unfortunately, because it has synthetic wax and it's also super high up, it won't be going on my face, but maybe I'll still use it on my hands, because also this is such a cute bottle and it's like glass, dark blue, like I feel like sitting on your counter. That's gorgeous. And then last product for me, and like I said, I chose none of these, so I don't know if this one is cruelty free. You probably know already because I told you, but the others I'm pretty sure are cruelty free. And then Kors, K-O-R-R-E-S, is also a cruelty free brand. This is made in Greece and this is 93.7% of natural origin, so we love that. And this is a Greek yogurt probiotic skin supplement serum. It says microbiome technology, balance and hydrate. I do like probiotics for my skin, but some of them have given me issues as well. Another brand that uses probiotics a lot is Tula. So if you don't have an issue with Tula, then this might be okay. I haven't used a probiotic serum from Kors yet, but I've used them from some other brands, especially from Tula, because all of their products have probiotics and prebiotics in it. This even has like Greek words too before the English words, which is cool. Let's try. It's interesting that I got to, I mean, I understand that this one's probiotic, so it's a little bit different, but I really got to like hydrating skincare ingredients. Some of the probiotic products also don't have like the best scent. This one's not so bad. This to me just smells like, it smells like serum, just like generic lotion and generic serum that aren't scented. That's what that smells like to me. Is there an ingredients list somewhere? It is in very, very small print. And in both English and Greek. That's really cool. This says it is a cooling serum. I do already feel the cooling on my hand. That is formulated with real Greek yogurt. It feeds the skin pre- and probiotic extracts and concentrated essential nutrients, providing a soft finish and smoothing the appearance of imperfections for your healthiest looking skin. And then powered by Greek yogurt, which delivers those super dose of probiotics. The microbiome technology that helps rebalance skin and improve the appearance of dehydrated looking complexion. And then vitamin E diminishes the look of imperfections and softens skin while helping fight free radicals. So fighting free radicals because it's an antioxidant. And yeah, just says apply morning and evening. I thought that was the ingredients list. It's on the bottom. It's on the bottom. Water-based, glycerin second ingredient, so that's some moisturizer right there. Ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C that they don't even mention. They say it has vitamin E, but vitamin C is like its fourth ingredient, so that's interesting. And also if you have sensitive skin, ascorbic acid is usually not sensitive skin friendly. Disodium phosphate, sunflower seed oil, that's a pretty good hydrating ingredient. This is a hydrating product. Hydrolyzed sodium hyaluronate, which again is chopped up, but it's not just chopped up hyaluronic acid. Now it's even the sodium salt and then chopped up, hydrolyzed after that. So even smaller. And basically the smaller the molecular weight goes, the deeper it goes in your skin. For oily skin, you don't necessarily want to pull a ton of moisture too deep. For really dry skin, you probably do. But to me, there's like a perfect level that I think works for everyone. And that's my favorite version of hyaluronic acid. When it has multiple versions as well, that's also helping you get all the different layers of your skin. And then I see those probiotics next. Honeysuckle flower, twice on here. This does have my favorite form, which is sodium hyaluronate, the sodium salt of hyaluronic acid. So even though it has hydrolyzed sodium hyaluronate, which is going super deep, it is doing the like first layer deep that causes plumping. It fills those fine lines. It won't like fill a deep wrinkle or anything like that, but it helps refill that in with moisture and water. And so you're moisturizing kind of from the inside out and giving that layer of your skin, I don't know. Other than the word plump, I can't think of another word, but I hope you know what I mean because I keep saying the same word. Okay. And Tocquefarel did talk about that. Vitamin E, ginger root extract. Fragrance is in here, but it's really, really low. And like I said, to me, there's not much of a scent to that either. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the box. I really hope this is cruelty-free. And then I would have a completely cruelty-free box. This is not my skin tone, but I still think it's a good product, and I still think it's going to work for someone that I love, so it worked out for me. Let me know if you got an Ipsy this month. And in the comments down below, favorite item in your box or favorite item in my box. If you didn't get it, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!